Hello, this is Mr. Trees, and you are watching Make Money Trees. All right, and this is what it looks like to have your very own online course. Okay, so and these numbers, they are but the tip of the iceberg of what could be achieved, because I've seen people making $500,000 per month. All right, per month with their online course. I've also seen people making millions. I've seen people making millions from one-on-one coaching, because I've been personally helping people out. I've been, immersed in the last year. I've been immersed helping people to build their online courses, and so I know that this is absolutely normal to have, for example, $500,000 per month on your online course. It does take time to take it there, but unlike with one-on-one coaching, right? Unlike with one-on-one coaching, when you have an online course, you are not capped. You're only capped by, you're not capped by your own time that you have throughout the day. You are only capped with the amount of leads that you can get into your funnel, convert it, and then make them purchase your online course. And we would like to start off with, the quote by the one of the mightiest figures in online business, which is online Hormozi, Alex Hormozi, right? And he said that either sell extremely expensive stuff to a select few or sell something super cheap to everyone. And I would like to say that, you can even specifically make it very, very tailored to our current topic, because I believe that if you are selling extremely expensive stuff to a select few, this sounds like, you're doing one-on-one, yeah? And let's just change our one-on-one, which is coaching, right? Mentoring, coaching, masterminds. And when you are selling cheap to everyone, it sounds like you're doing online course, which is 1 to infinity, because you are not capped by your own time, right? Although courses not necessarily need be cheap, because if they are, elite courses, if they are high quality courses, then, they will be, they will always have a demand, even at high prices. But the only difference is that with courses, you're not capped by your own time. Because if you're doing one-on-one, at some point you will start, getting tired, and so you will have to hire reps, and reps, they entail that you will have to teach them, and this is how you get yourself into a Frankenstein machine with building a company, basically, right? Now, we are today gonna specifically focus on, I'm gonna share with you my knowledge on how to be building your online course here and what it entails. And I'm not gonna go in great detail. If you would like me to go into very great detail, I can make an 1 hour video. But today we're gonna have a short video with only the absolute most important things that you need to have for your online course in order to make it profitable, right? So, first off, when you're starting your online course, you have to focus on one client and one specific problem and one solution for that specific problem, right, of that client. That client we also call client in our term an avatar. And, depending on the problem and the solution, the client will be different avatar. For example, the client avatar can be, of a different age group, right? They can be of different age, right? They can be of different age. They can be of different they might have different interests. They might have different budget, right? And they might have different amount of although no, this is honestly the problem. All right, so age, interest, budget, and these are like the most important ones. Right? An interest borders with pain, right? So is it just interest or is it pain? And it's very important, right? Because if it is pain, then there is a higher chance that they're going to be interested to purchase from you, right? Also age. If it's a young, audience, you might understand that they will not have enough money in their budget. For example, they will not be able to pay you, for example, 2 or 3 grand, let's say 3 grand, they will not be able to pay you, right? If they are like 20 years old, chances are, right? But if they are, 40 years old and, you're trying to teach them how to, you know, start their business, or how to help them to fix the serious problem, like stop smoking, for example, then they will be able to, pay you for that problem, especially if you target specific demographic group, like, high class people, and that's what we call like targeting rich people, right? You target rich people like CEOs, for example, right? Who are these people? These are the people that they are not limited by the amount of money that they have in the bank, but they are limited by time, like all of us. And so they would rather free up their time and, free up their bad habits than lose money to all those bad habits, right? And again, if a CEO has, a bad habit of smoking and they would like to quit it, they would be willing to spend whatever it takes just if it fixes their problem, right? So I just explained to you that, the avatars and importance, and again, we can go in detail, we can go much deeper here, but, this video, I'm trying to keep it short. So this is how you get a unique value proposition, right? With, you get it with a specific client avatar, specific problem with that avatar, and one solution. Now, people, they complicate things with trying to make it for multiple avatars, or trying to, fix multiple problems. And the more of these you have in your unique value proposition, because you can have two. For example, you can have two, right? You can have 3, 5 specific problems. You can be helping people how to, stop smoking, stop drinking, stop taking a specific amount of drugs, stop, feeling tired and whatnot. But I would rather recommend you, if you want to multitask and you want to multi-problem solve, I would rather suggest you to create multiple online courses, and so that you will have more control over your marketing, you'll have more control over your, the traffic that is coming to you through your funnel to your online course and other things, right? So that's how you get your unique value proposition, and that is how you make it very effective, right? Now, once you get your unique value proposition, you will need to build a sales funnel, right? What is a sales funnel? Sales funnel is basically a one-page website, where you are going to have your header, you're going to have your title header, you're going to have your VSL, which is, video sales letter, and we're going to talk about it, I believe, here, right? And, but so far, I just would like to say that, you got to keep it simple. That's why it's one-page website. Don't make it too long. You got to keep it simple. Simple funnels convert best. If you overcomplicate it, you will just have to oversimplify it, in the future. So try to keep it simple. And as we go forward, for example, as we work with our clients, we try to help them to tailor it to their specific audience, not necessarily making it longer, but making it more, making it almost feel like the audience that they are making the content for will be able to synchronize with their funnel easier, thus being able to proceed through the funnel, thus being able to get converted and to purchase the product, which is, in our case, an online course, right? And I am going to have a separate video integration, right? Where I am going to go over one specific example of one funnel, and so that you get a greater understanding of what the funnel is and how it works. One of my good friends, Charlie Morgan, and here's how his funnel works on his website. So we can see the header right here, and we get, it's all kind of a header and then subheader, and then we, like he says, for whom he is doing all of this. Then he has a little VSL video in here, right? He has a little VSL and he's showing some stuff, and as you can see, it goes on for like 14 minutes 36 seconds, and you can change stuff, and this is what a good VSL looks like, for example, right? And then you can click below to schedule a free advisory call right away, and it's because he's a coach, he's doing it one-on-one. He's scheduling advisory calls, right? He's not selling courses, but I'm just showing you how the funnels work, for example, for one-on-one coaches, right? And then he has some testimonials in here from people, and on the call he's gonna tell you what he's telling you what we're gonna go through on the call, and then he actually it's not him, it's I guess it's like his assistant, or yeah, it's probably his assistant, and then he has like people, and they're doing testimonials and stuff, and that's it, that's all, right? And this gives you an idea on how to have your funnel set up. For example, you click on schedule advisory call and do like you can input a number here, but I believe you gotta input that. You also gotta input name. Let's say test, and let's say test. And once we get it's invalid phone number, obviously it has to be valid. Then we like asks for email, which will probably go into the email list as well, which is very, very good and interesting, and its requirement. Very good. We only work with marketing agency owners, coaches, consultants, course owners. Tick the box that best describes you. If this is not you, please stop and leave immediately. Very, very good, right? It's like it gives an understanding of who they work with, who they don't work with, and who they will not work with under no circumstances. They also talk about age, and I believe this is very important. But again, this is made for the coaches, right? We're not coaches, but I'm just showing you what it looks like for one-on-one coaches, for example. And if you are interested, I can make a separate video about specifically how to have a funnel set up for one-on-one coach and stuff. All right, so that funnel video you just watched, I hope it was beneficial to you. And now we're gonna move on to talking about VSL, video sales letter. So what this is? That was a player, right, that you might have seen in my previous video integration about the funnel of Charlie Morgan. And so video sales letter is just a short video explaining what your unique proposition is. The best VSLs use media players that allow viewers to stop, scroll through the video. Also, it's a good business hygiene to use captions, because that's how you capture more attention, and that's what we use in marketing as well, for when we're, for example, making shorts on YouTube, or TikToks, or clips on Instagram. So the standard funnel will have a headline like we discussed, VSL, will have offer description and pricing section. Okay, these are important to have in your funnel, all right? And also try to keep it simple. Now here, we're gonna talk about leads, all right? We're gonna talk about leads, and leads are quite important topic. Because without leads, you can have the best funnel in the world, but if you don't have leads, and if your leads are not quality leads, meaning that leads are interested in your product, in your online course, then it doesn't matter if your funnel is the best, then you will simply not be able to convert them, right? Because they will not convert, or they will not want to convert when they are getting referred to your funnel. So the best leads are organic leads, because you don't have to spend a dime. You don't have to spend a dime on ads, and these are achieved through social media presence, right? So, such platforms as YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and other similar platforms where you can build your organic presence, right? Paid ads, you can go basically there are two routes that people usually take. They go either organic or paid, right? Organic, which is what I just described to you, which is social media presence, and paid is when you pay money, right? And you get yourself your ads in front of people's eyeballs. You specifically tailor them so that the ads are shown to the people that you would like them to be shown to, and then those people, they click on the ads and they immediately go to your funnel, right? So either way, they will go to your funnel. But the thing is, if you are starting off with just paid ads as your main lead source, then you most definitely will burn through that money. And we have a rule that we start with organic leads so that we don't burn through the money of our clients. And once our clients, they reach at least 50,000 per month or more, and then we can say that we have our offer and our funnel validated, right? We have our testimonials from our clients, from our clients, right? And that's when we can also start kicking in with paid ads without actually burning the money, right? And like I say here, it is not advised, because you're gonna burn through ad investment. And just to point out a little segment that I took from one very, very cool guy right? Which is that these people, you all know these people, right? If you don't know their names, you probably have seen their faces before. Okay, I'm sure you have. And what are these people doing is that they are putting out hours of content every single day, right? Hours of content every single day. And why are they doing that? Okay, why are they doing that? And they are not centering around paid. They might be doing paid ads, but they also are, for a matter of fact, and we know it, they're putting out hours of content every single day, and that's how they get traffic and leads, right? And then they can sell whatever they want to that traffic and to those leads, right? So just throwing that out there. And so this is basically all you need in order to have a working online course that is going to basically be very, very effective. So again, just to put it out there, right? You have leads. You have leads. You send leads to your funnel. From the funnel, leads go to purchase your online course. Now, online course is what we specialize in, right? We help our clients tackle the funnel problem, and we also help them to tackle the online course problem. Okay, we create online courses for our clients, and we create funnels for our clients. That's what we specialize in. And you might say that this is not so very hard, but at the same time, if you don't have experience, and if you don't know where to look for the resources in order to create these, then you will be missing out on at the very least, you're gonna miss out on a very big chunk of revenue that you could otherwise make on the profits, and at the very worst, you are going to have no result at all, because it is very easy without somebody who has been in the trenches. It is very easy to overlook something very simple like avatar targeting, or overlook your quality of your funnel, or have your funnel not convert, or have your funnel not work. And then it's just you're gonna be sitting there and with all the time spent, and you will not know why is my funnel not converting. Okay, I have leads. I started my YouTube channel, and now I have 10,000 followers, and I have 100,000 views, but I'm not getting any conversions through my funnel, or I'm getting conversions through my funnel, but I'm not getting any sales. Well, maybe your leads are not the right type of leads for the product. Maybe they're not interested. Maybe you might have, because views do not automatically equal quality leads, right? Views equal the total amount of traffic, but the traffic might not be quality traffic, right? Which is why we even have this understanding that in business, fewer leads in business. I would like to fewer leads. Fewer leads in business are bigger than fewer quality leads, than more low quality leads. People that are doing entertainment content, they have a lot of views. They have a ton of views, and that's because they target everybody potentially, because everybody likes entertainment, right? But when we're speaking about business, when we're speaking about solving a specific problem in a very specific sub-niche, then we are not looking at a very high amount of people. We are looking at people that will be interested in the solution that we are trying to propose. We are looking for people that are going to be interested in our unique value proposition, in other words, right? And I just wanted to throw this out there as a bonus, because I care about my viewers. All right, bonus here. Forgive my writing. It's not the best, but I promise you it's worth it, right? This is the piece that I've taken from one of the very cool guys on the internet as well. So what if we charge 10x or 100x more than our current thing, which is our product, right? What would you include? and I wrote here a snippet that we gotta make it available, right? A snap. So what does this mean? This means that, when we have our online course, okay, let's say that we have our online course, and let's say that we have like a certain amount of modules in here. Let's say that we have module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, module 5. Yeah. And then we might have module 6, module 7, module 8, module 9, module 10. Yeah. Or maybe some limited amount. Or, you can just like lock them down like this, a specific amount of modules, however you want, right? And maybe you can offer some, free trial, but we're going to get to that. So what does this mean? This means that you can have your online course, okay? And I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, but probably nobody has talked about this before. But okay, maybe I'm wrong. But this was something that we've noticed ourselves, and we've implemented with our clients, and it literally skyrocketed their revenue to new heights. Okay, so for example, in usually online courses, this is what online courses look like. Okay, just modules. The people purchase online course and they have modules, right? But what if you were a very high quality expert and you made modules, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a default amount of modules for your online course? Yeah, this is what people get for purchasing your online course, right? And then once they purchase this, they have an opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity they get to purchase either this, or sometimes get a free trial to this and this. And get this, these modules are gonna be dynamic sometimes, which means that, I was talking about, it being automated, but sometimes, our clients wanted to make it more, make the online course more dynamic and make it more beneficial to their clients. And so they would be, updating these modules. They would be updating, they would be constantly reworking them and stuff. And I believe this to be a very exclusive opportunity, right? And also, you don't get to know even about these things until you purchase the online course. And so you get some sort of like an upsell instead of an online course, which basically boosts your, profits. It quite literally boosts your profits. Or you can go, honestly, different ways about this. It's not necessarily, if you are creative, which we are very creative, you can go different ways about this. You can go module by module, but that's going to be a little bit greedy. Or you can just, make it a half, right? Make it half. You can be making some, limited time offers maybe, and then those limited time offers, they expire. And we know that works very well. It works incredibly well because we know, we've studied the such marketing techniques used by Valve, for example. You know what Valve is? It's a company that owns Steam, right? And they have their seasonal limited time offers for games, and they sell out like crazy. So it does work, and we've noticed that it works with our clients, so it is proven to work. All right, so just a little a little bonus tip for all of you. When you are updating your online courses, they have to purchase it every single month, which they will not be doing, right? But the customers that you have on your on board with you, if they purchase it one time, they will get lifetime access to these dynamic modules. All right. And this is just a little structure. I just wanted to center your attention around the structure of modules and how to make it unique, because that's what I've been excited for like the past week, probably, because we've discovered it a very, quite recently. Yeah, but this is everything that I wanted to talk to you, and I hope that you got some very beneficial information out of this video. If you did, then please make sure to subscribe, make sure to like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.